with Louie when we come back. But first, maybe a little tease before we leave. And we usually do the hypothetical, who would you rather drive cross-country with, this guy or this guy? But I guess now
Louie
we
may
can
have
do
forgotten
it.
the rules, because the last time he played, there's no
There's no wrong
and
there's no wrong answers.
Still, it somehow went wrong.
No wrong answers.
No wrong answer.
Yeah, you're 0 for 5 last time, but there are no wrong answers.
Okay.
But I think we'll change it and modify it a little bit. You have young kids. I just gave birth or watched my kids being born a couple days ago. That's another thing. We're pregnant.
Yeah.
She's my best friend.
No.
Please, you people.
No. She's doing it all. You're just standing there.
That's right. That's right.
That's it.
This is a hypothetical. Which one would you rather your son not become? Which one of these guys would make you most miserable if he or she became this guy or gal?
All right.
Yeah. First guy. The guy who claims to be a black belt but seems like a puss and will never use it or show you or do anything.
Mm-hmm.
He'll say he was the youngest black belt to come out of. He was a 3rd-degree black belt.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the guy's belly button is deeper than Big Tad's.
Mm-hmm.
He's got man boobs. You've never seen him get in a fight. He won't break a piece of wood. He won't karate chop a cinder block. He knows nothing.
Right.
That guy, or, geez, Big Tad again, wallet on the chain guy, but he's driving a minivan. He's got he wants some street cred and some attitude, but he's pulling out of a beige Windstar.
Either way, it's worse if it's your daughter.
Yes, I got 2 girls, so either one of them turn out to be one of those things.
Well, then
actually, that'd be fine. The second one would be fine.
We'll work my son
I prefer the second one, because the second one is somebody who probably has a job and will do okay, and I want my daughter.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I'm sorry, Louie. I say the guy who has the black belt, at least he showed the discipline at a young age to go to the dojo.
You're saying you want your daughter to...
I want her to be like Janet Reno, just very, I want her to be a skilled woman who can depend on herself, and that people look at her and go, wow, okay.
And to never see a penis as long as you live.
I don't want my daughters to depend on guys. That's the only thing I don't want them to have. To have to do.
We'll take ourselves a quick break. Louis C.K. in studio. Lucky Louie. Name of the new show.
Warmed up now. When we come back, I assume he'll hit his stride with the hypotheticals.
He was 0 for 1, but that's all right. That's just a warm-up
I
swing.
hate this thing.
More of that after this.
Hey, this is the Adam Carolla Show. But listen.
Stanley Bing, you are the author of 100 BS Jobs.
Stanley, give us a suggestion or two.
Entry-level BS.
Computer game tester. You get to play, frag zombies and drink beer and
said frag,
keep a couple
didn't he?
of notes on the game.
Because that'd be the world's worst death, the fag zombie. Not that he kills you, it's what he does with your corpse. Ugh.
Stay here, because there's a lot more coming up. The Adam Carolla Show.
Adam, how are you?
Yeah.
So tell us about the kids.
The boy is Sonny, like Santino, 6 pounds, 4 ounces, and the girl, Natalia, is 79 pounds.
Did you cut the cord?
I didn't want to cut the cord, but the guy handed me the snippers and just sort of pushed me at my kid. I almost dropped the snippers in the kid's eyes.
Yeah, true story. Louis C.K. in studio. Did you cut your kids' cords?
The second one I cut. The
second.
one. The first one, she's still attached.
Oh, really? Still?
Yeah.
Well, she's only 1.
Yeah, exactly. No, the first one is 4. The other,
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not good at math.
Right.
This is already a rough day.
4 and still attached.
Yes.
I like that.
It works, because we don't have to feed her, and she poops through the tube back into my wife, too. So. Okay. I'm sorry.
Wow. That's better than those suction things you see at the bank when they put the thing in there and it goes around.
Exactly.
Best part about the bank or the car dealership is when they put the invoice in the sucker thing and you see it go Logan's Run style over to the parts
and
bay.
It just ends up like in Lost in a pile somewhere in on an island.
Louis C.K. in studio. Lucky Louie premieres Sunday after Entourage.
Very
10:30.
exciting. I remember months ago, if not a year ago, when this script first was written, people saying the Hollywood Insider, it's hysterical.
Oh,
now we get to see it.
I think it's pretty darn funny. And
Hollywood Reporter, I just read online, big flattering review.
Yeah, no, they really liked it, and LA Times liked it, and I don't know, most people
Does
When they write stuff, I don't know.
HBO, and I don't know what the last time the count was, but now at the Emmys, it's like HBO walks with 105, and the second closest was ABC with 4.5. They're turned into a juggernaut. I mean, and I don't know how the math works. Do they have money? Are you well compensated?
Am I well compensated? I'm fine. I mean, I'm making a whole lot more than my dad and my mother. I'm doing really well.
But they're both coal miners, right?
Yes, that's right.
They have come a long way because HBO used to be. You remember, it was just a bunch of shows that would come up with some silly excuse to show boobs. It was like Dream On. They would just inexplicably.
Yeah.
And that show, The Hitcher. You remember that?
Yeah.
Just boobs would appear.
You're right.
for no
I
good
agree.
reason.
They're heading in the wrong direction. Yeah. It's time to turn back and start dancing with Who Brung Ya.
Exactly.
HBO. Do you get to show boobs in your sitcom?
Well, we get to, but we don't. We actually, there was the episode that shows next week. We had sex scenes between me and my wife, and it's very married sex. You know, when you're married, you wear your T-shirt to bed, and you're not going to take it off to have sex. Like you just roll on, you thrust, you roll off. It's not like a whole.
Oh, you're thrusting.
Yeah, we
Jeez,
do
I don't
some
even do
thrusting.
that. I just roll on, roll off.
Who plays your
Pretty
wife?
good. Her name is Pamela Adlon. She's great. She's Bobby Hill's voice on King of the Hill, which she won an Emmy for, and she's
Get her to do. I wonder.
unbelievably
Now, is
funny.
she married in real life?
She's got 3 kids.
Got to be
She's
great
married, yeah.
when her husband has her do the Bobby Hill voice when he's
sex,
making love to her from behind.
I don't know. You'd have to ask her about it if they do that. Why is it from behind?
You know, I'll tell you why. A, because that's my thing. And B, don't look at me. And B, because the voice then is just coming from nowhere. You're not seeing it
I like to
from
do
her
it
head.
from behind because then they can't see the tears that are streaming down my face.
Because you're so moved.
I'm so moved by the sex and by everything that's happening in Iraq.
All right. We were going to continue, as promised, with these hypothetical questions. We'll go quickly because we're running out of time here. I'm woefully
Are
behind.
we doing that more?
Yeah, well, you're 0 for 1, you're 0 for 5 last time, and let's keep going. These are all
The thing is
tailor-made.
that they take so long to describe.
These are
people.
going to be
They're so
fast.
specific and well-rounded, but there's one aspect of this person.
These are your daughters. These
All
are
right.
things
Got it. That I don't want them to grow up being. I'll finish it for you.
This
Go ahead.
person, the chick who explains what food does to them, you know, like I'll eat a candy bar and first off, I'll have a sugar rush, but then I'll bottom out and I'll eat some red meat and I'll have a red meat buzz the whole day, but then I can feel the lethargy and all that.
Yeah.
The stupid person that explains what the food does them, or this person, the dentist who thinks they're funny.
A dentist.
It's just talking the whole time, cracking wise, cracking jokes. Which one would you not want your daughter to turn into?
I don't want her to be the dentist makes money. That's a good profession. So I don't want her to be the one with the describes.
I'm sorry. That's wrong.
Lily's just not good at this.
I know.
Let's just keep
Are you 0
moving
for
here.
7 now,
I
total?
think so. By the way, I've always been one of those people where I can eat whatever I want and I just get really fat. It's like no problem.
Nothing bothers you.
Totally weird ability to just gain weight.
How about this chick? The one who explains to you that her dog thinks it's a person.
Yeah.
That
right.
one.
Yeah.
Versus the one with the incredibly long nails. We spoke about this person earlier, 4-inch long nails.
I think that was like, I think you're being unfair with that. Like I don't know if I want my daughters to grow up to be large, fat black women, just because I'd be fine with them being large. It just means that something weird happened.
Right.
'Cause right now they're small and white. So if they turn into big black women,
Reverse Michael
something
Jackson,
else.
right.
I'm not necessarily upset about the outcome, but whatever happened to make that happen is that's weird. But I think women that do that, they're just nobody's
Answer, please, Louie.
Oh Christ. The second one.
Which one is that? I'm sorry, that's wrong. Whichever one. All right, last one. This one's going to be easier.
He might have worked out. No.
This is going to be easy. The chick that gets the bedazzler off the infomercial, the thing where you can put all the rhinestones and everything
right,
on it, and goes nuts making custom gifts for everybody, denim jackets with your initials and all that, versus the one who says she can guess your zodiac sign, gives 9 guesses, doesn't get it. When you then finally say, I'm a Virgo, she says, I knew it. I know. I could tell because of which one.
It's just not giving me enough information about these people.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
The Zodiac girl might have she might be helping people at night, or she might
could very well be doing that.
Running a homeless shelter.
She could be a serial
girl with
rapist.
The bedazzler might be a serial rapist. Exactly.